Updates on Ken Ofori Atta, former finance minister. Ken Ofori Atta so detention center in America. Na ebeto dwa say ne lawyers judge ne nchen request bail. Na womu complain ni say Ken Ofori Atta yare de hu emfa no. Enti ebeya yen release Ken Ofori Atta na yen man bail. Na yen di nasem ana wontena fie na yen di nasem from his home. Ena judge now take case no say dabi. Ken Ofori Atta is getting enough treatment. Ade bia se fata se omo de be man as yare ni ana yare fu awo detention center no omo de man. They are just protecting him as senior se fata. Nti judge ni say onim the reason nti ya ye protect and say ye treat Ken Ofori Atta well even in detention, and the judges the lawyers say ye man a bill na onko fie adanya or yare or treat no. So what stayed here from day one? Ken Ofori Atta the yare I care from day one. Every single thing bia Ken Ofori Atta ebe ye bian or the yare an episode de twitwaje no. Na details bebre e was asem way Medini came fantastic. Let's go. Ofori Atta still in detention. Bail application fails. Sources say the bail application for Ghana's longest serving finance minister from the NPP tradition, Kenneth Nanaya Ofori Atta, heard in a closed session last week, appears to have been unsuccessful as he is still in detention in the United States. And the last week na on the lawyers file were judging and him so muhia bail and they denying. Ofori Atta, who is simultaneously fighting efforts by the Trump administration to deport him for allegedly violating US immigration laws and an extradition request from Accra to have him return to face charges in Ghana over his reported criminal conduct, is held at the Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE Caroline Detention Facility in Virginia, USA. And the baby I had detained no Virginia, United States of America. Na Ken Ofori Atta fighty and Yamamiru. Number one, or fighty Ghana. Or fighty say Ghana detention Ghana friends saying extradition request na womudi abano. That is what he's fighting. That is number one. And all sign fighty US immigration deportation. Because you see what overstay ho, the visa expire wa overstay ho, and a US for a dealing with him for that. And a Ghana so detention and Ghana so extradition request so abeka to Ken Ofori Atta fighting 2 cases. Checks on the official US online detainee locator system at 12:16 p.m. yesterday, Sunday, 22nd February 2026. And again this morning, confirmed that he's still in custody of the ICE facility. And you say, check US online detainee locator system, so and 12:16 p.m. and Sunday, a confirm me say, Ken Ofori Atta release, baby, I detaining Nana Ocean, a one or that's so share, release, Now, I say, checks, okay. At his first appearance in court on 20th January 2026, lawyers for the first finance minister to have fled Ghana before formal handover to a new government on 7th January 2025 requested bail for him to attend the immigration proceedings from his new Washington, D.C. home. And see, Ken Ofori Atta, the first appearance in court was on 20th January last month. Now, one of the lawyers, file say, omu here bill, omu requested bill, say, ebeya, anka womu ma Ken Ofori Atta bill, now attend the immigration proceedings from the fie muno, Washington, D.C. Oh, God. Ken Ofori Atta was new home in Washington DC. And I was requesting bill say on person or back court or say man bill no tina fee proceeding no. Judge David Gade of the Anandale Court in Virginia denied the request and scheduled a ruling for last week, 19 February 2026. The judge also adjourned the main deportation hearing that day to 1 p.m. on 27 April 2026 and directed U.S. authorities to provide documentation supporting Ghana's reported extradition request to the court. Judge David Gade, onona judge ewo Anandale Court ewo Virginia, or deny Ken Ofori Atta request in the last week, which was 19th February 2026, or deny all money bail, or deny bail no. So man, na main deportation hearing no. Ya journey edi akwako to 27 April 2026. Na judge na direct US authorities, United States of America, because Ken Ofori Atta is dealing with American government. Why they were direct US authorities say, "Wo mu fanjina so documented say Ghana are reporting and Ghana edi ababe to omonim so mu hia say Ken Ofori Atta ye be deporting." You understand? As I'm talking to you now, I don't think that there is an official requester officially. I'm not talking about Kuminini Kasao. I don't think that at this juncture there is an official request from Ghana to US to say Ken Ofori Atta. Because I'll be honest with you, say the way America tiano, say your official request idea kwa America ka Ofori Atta ba Ghana long time. If there is official requester, who sent the request and when? What was in that request? So indirectly they are trying to tell you say evidence beyond wa prove your court to say Ghana send deportation request America so mu here Ofori Atta. To mark the US authorities so mu fasa evidence in reporting court on 27 February 2026. So mu the evidence in the bar obey judgment and Ofori Atta Ghana. Now, I was say at his hearing last Thursday, lawyers for Ken Ofori Atta argued that he should be granted bail to access proper medical care. Sources say the judges refused the request, insisting that the former minister has access to adequate medical needs at the ICE facility. Eti Ofori Atta directee the lawyers say, as I say, Muma Ken Ofori Atta bail, and a judge and said that me man bail. Yes, judge lawyers and say, as I say, Muma Ken Ofori Atta bail, no go treating him or yare. And a judge in responding catcher on the mint man bail, David. Mint me man bail because ICE facility honoma or dano. Any medical care or here and as well as a fatabia say the man. So judge say it doesn't make sense to him say Nipane yare medical care be or here and now as a fata say the man the man and then sense discharge Nipane go you go treat no. For what? Until lawyer judge say on pretty. That was the response of the man Ofori Atta. Ofori Atta lawyers no. The former minister is seeking to avoid answering charges of criminal conduct by Ghanaian authorities, particularly the Office of the Special Prosecutor, which has filed 28 counts of alleged criminal conduct at Ghana's High Court against him. Sorry, Mami repeated. The former minister is seeking to avoid answering charges of criminal conduct by Ghanaian authorities, particularly the Office of the Special Prosecutor, which has filed 28 counts of alleged criminal conduct at Ghana's High Court against him and 13 counts against his aide, Ernest Dakun Akre, who is also said to have fled the country with him. 5 others charged with them have pleaded not guilty and granted bail. And a 28 counts case. You say Ofori Atta so and aide by friend Ernest Dakun no so adwane. ama 5 others there were Ghana and ya charge omo ayamo bail, but they pleaded not guilty. While Accra wants him extradited for alleged corruption and corruption-related offenses as finance minister, the Americans also want the former minister deported to Ghana for allegedly overstaying his permitted admission and violating U.S. immigration laws. Tiye here say deported Ofori Atta di na Ghana no. America force per se Ofori Atta so ye den ye ni free Ghana ho e de ko no kurum. Ye peke no Ofori Atta wa America force per se o mu deport no. No mun so reason ni say Ofori Atta be overstay e wo mu kurum. Now we violate U.S. immigration laws no. Ofori Atta is represented in the U.S. case by former U.S. Attorney General and Missouri Senator John Ashcroft and his law and lobbying firm, along with Enyatula Kwasimi, a former Afghan transport minister, 2004-2006, who has himself previously faced corruption-related allegations, and other attorneys. His lawyers are expected to file for a review, U.S. sources following the case tell me. So, Mukai sa Afghanistan former transport minister no me be the story wa me be the full expose wa ha corruption na oye Mukai sa story no me be the full expose e kire mu corruption na oye e wa Afghanistan ho ye o dwane ko America oye corruption wa ye hia no dwane ko America same way I can frata ye no e no no so dwane ko America and there ye di Ken Ofori Atta case ono asa be ye ko ne frata lawyer wa America. And he has said, no, you Ken Ofori Atta so the legal team is very strong. They are ready to defend Ofori Atta each and every day. They say former U.S. Attorney General, also Missouri Senator, friend John Ashcroft, Onunsoka Ken Ofori Atta legal team alongside with Afghanistan former transport minister. Omuna Ken Ofori Atta strong lawyers omu defend Ofori Atta wa America ho. Enyasem kitwa. So that is the case, as you can see. And baby, I have a so that's it. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Ken Ofori Atta, country of Ghana, status in ICE custody. State, Virginia. Current detention facility, Caroline detention facility. And you know, when I hear evidence that Ofori Atta is still in custody. That is according to official website of Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Any update on this issue? What is your take on this matter? Thank you.